Now today's video is going to be another hashtag back to school with Nicole Olivia, and this is going to be my homeschool advice. Yes, I have been homeschooled for the past 4 years and I did graduate. So I'm just going to be showing, I'm going to be telling you guys my tips and tricks that got me through being homeschooled, because there are people out there that are homeschooled. Give this video a big thumbs up to reach that like goal of 35 likes, hit the subscribe button down below, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So a lot of people always ask books or online when it comes to homeschool. It depends on where you live in the United States. I know a lot of states in the United States offer online school, so I did online school through FLVS, which is Florida Virtual School, if you guys don't know, and I liked it, but I would have preferred if you got books with it. And I know the K-12 program actually gives you books, and you can do your assignments online and in person, if that makes any sense. Like, you'll turn them into your instructor through the online K-12 portal, and you'll do the same thing with FLVS, or really, pretty sure any online system. But I really wish I would have done books. My cousin, she did books and she liked it so much better, so I really wish I did books. But online is good if you're great with a computer, but if you're not that good with a computer, I say go with books. Or if you're really not running into too much trouble with school, or maybe you don't have time, like for YouTube's sake or whatever, I would say definitely focus on your education and try out both. Like, if you can do both or try both, definitely try it. I say K-12 gives you online and books, so I would do K-12 if I were you. So the next topic is social life. So when I was homeschooled for the 4 years, I had tons of friends when I was in school, and it was so much fun. And then I got homeschooled, and then I had absolutely no friends. I literally had 3 friends, and that was it. Now one way that I, kept my social life up and, kept making friends was to join clubs, or like maybe do some type of activity that you've always been doing. Like, I know my schools here in Florida, they allow you to go to the school and participate in the school's activities, like school clubs, school school sports. Like, if you want to do football, soccer, softball, baseball, volleyball, swimming, if you want to, participate in those, you are allowed. At my schools, it's different depending on the state. And then also another thing you do is you can go enroll at like an academy somewhere. Say if you want to go to a dance, a dance place, you can go to a dance place, gymnastics, really just anything that's out there and like you are having fun. You could also get a job, which I know getting a job sucks, but that's another alternative to keep your social life. My social life wasn't really that great. I literally tried doing all those and it didn't work for me. I just literally was more focused on my school and YouTube and football, so I didn't really use that. Now, I coach football, so that was kind of my social life, and football is awesome, so just get yourself out there and just have fun. Third subject we're going to talk about is sticking to a schedule. This was the hardest thing for me, was sticking to a schedule. So I had a planner, and that's the one thing I recommend that you guys go and get. Go to Target, get a planner, plan out your assignments every day. Like, if you have English, math, or geometry, or whatever, write the subjects down and then the assignments you need to do. That's the method I used. I never stuck to it because I got distracted too easily, but that's a really good method to stick to. Or, you can do one subject a day. So if you have 5 subjects, you do 1 subject a day, and do like 2 to 3 assignments or whatever. So that's something, those are the 2 techniques that I used. You can also tell yourself, if I don't get these assignments done before 6:30, then I have no TV until tomorrow. And then you could do that like every day to kind of make sure you like take something away from yourself, like editing if you do make YouTube videos, going on your phone, Snapchat, Instagram, social media, anything. Take that away from yourself and it will motivate you to complete your school and want to stick to a certain schedule. And once you're on that schedule, then you're not going to get off it. The fourth subject we're going to talk about has to do with number 3, and it is avoiding distractions. Distractions is so hard to avoid. Distractions. I could not avoid them. That was me, because that's what I was like when I really started getting into homeschool is when I started YouTube. So YouTube was my biggest distraction. I had videos to film, videos to edit, I had social media blowing up, my phone, TV, oh my gosh, it was just so crazy. So one thing that you could do is, you know, gather up all your stuff that you do not want to be distracted from, and go ahead and lock it up somewhere or give it to your parents to take to work with them, or hide it or whatever so you do not know where it is and you will not be distracted. Also, if you're doing online, this is a really good tip, is to go under the parent controls on the internet and go ahead and turn on your parent controls and only allow yourself to go on the one website and Google that you are using for your school. So if you have questions, you have Google obviously, and then you have your school. So you're not going to go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr. You're not going to go on any social media, and it's going to keep you completely focused on your school. So that is a big thing, is definitely distractions. If you cannot avoid distractions, you will not stick to a schedule, which means you will not get your school done. And it is very, very rarely that you will not be distracted if you do not put forth effort into it. The fifth subject we're going to talk about is school dances. I know if you were homeschooled during high school, you're going to want to go to homecoming and prom and senior prom and, you know, go to dances. I never went to dances because personally I thought the dances were pretty lame, but that's just me. So one thing that you can do is, my school's here down in Florida, they offer to where if someone from the school asks you to go to the dance, then you can go, but if not, you're not allowed to go type thing. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but I know here you're allowed to go to the dances. You're allowed to go to the dances if someone asks you. I know dances to a lot of people. I have a bug on my face, don't I? I know a lot of places here in Florida will allow you to, but I'm just not really sure with other places. And a lot of people really like going to their homecomings and their proms and their senior proms and all that, all that good stuff. Personally, I never really cared for it. I didn't really find the point of dressing up for a guy you're not going to care about in about 20 years, or about maybe 5, or maybe next school year you wouldn't care. It's just I just felt like it was pretty stupid and a waste of my time, but that's just me. But I know some of you guys are going to want to go to your homecomings if you are homeschooled, so this will help you. The sixth subject we're going to talk about is getting good grades. Getting good grades with homeschool seems really easy. It is better said than done, for sure. I know when I first started homeschool, I was like, oh yes, I'm going to get straight A's. This is the one time I'm going to be able to get straight A's. I'm going to get money. I'm going to be on top of the world. No, it did not happen that way. I got B's, C's, and occasional D's. And that was caused by distractions and not sticking to my schedule. So, distractions and sticking to schedule are probably the most important things when it comes to being homeschooled. And that's what really did not, you know, keep my grades up. So one thing you guys can do is obviously, you know, stick to schedule and get rid of distractions. Another thing is use post-it notes, use highlighters, and it will help you really study. You think, okay, I'm online, I have an open book. No big deal. I can do this. It's so much harder than that. It is not that simple, I swear. Definitely study, make syllabuses, or they usually have type outs of questions for you to answer, and then they also have an answer key that you guys can use to answer questions, so you have kind of a study guide. That's what I used, and that is actually what brought my grades up. I was so close, so close. I was literally 2 points away from getting straight A's, and I was so angry because I didn't get them. But it's so hard. It's so easy, so easy to just slip and to just get that one bad grade. And a good thing with online school is you can redo that assignment, which is so awesome. And you can redo it as I think up to 3 times depending on the assignment to get that good grade that you want. So definitely put forth the effort. The seventh thing we're going to talk about is a sleeping schedule. Okay, so everyone thinks when you are homeschooled, you get to stay up all night and then wake up really late in the afternoon. No. You only have so many hours to do all of your school while your siblings or parents are at work and it is quiet. It is so hard to do school when they are home. So make sure you go to bed at a decent time. I went to bed at like around 11 or 12, I believe, and I would wake up around 9. That is the latest I would wake up, unless I was super lazy and I woke up at 10 or 10:30. So definitely watch your sleeping schedule. Don't sleep till like 12 o'clock, because then you're only going to have 2 hours. 2 hours if your, family members get out at like 2:45 or 3 or whatever to finish your school. That is not enough time. You need a full 8 hours of sleep and a full 8 hours of school. So definitely watch your sleeping schedule. Make one, set alarms, put sticky notes everywhere, and yeah. The 8th subject and last subject we're going to talk about is exams and tests. On my school and on books, they do tell you to take tests. You're going to take them, you're going to pass them or fail them or whatever. Now, when it comes to end of school exams or EOCs, SATs, FSAs, ACTs, all like your graduate things that you would take during senior and junior year, those you would go to the actual school board downtown and talk to them, schedule it, and then you go to the actual school closest to you at a certain time and take the test. Now, I don't think it costs money. I know for the ACTs and SATs, since I was homeschooled, I don't think it did. But that really depends on like where you are, like what state you're in and city and stuff. It just kind of depends on the county. So tests and exams are probably going to be, like, you're going to want to schedule those ahead of time because they do seem to book up really quickly. So yeah, just study as much as you can for those. Go take your test, pass it, be happy, move on to the next grade level, and then eventually go to college. Like, that is, like, when you finish a really big test and you pass it, you are going to feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders. When I passed my test to graduate, I literally, like, I was 1 point away from failing my math one, and when I found out I passed, I literally started crying because I was so nervous and so scared. So when you find out that you pass and you're moving on and you're graduating or whatever the circumstance is, you are gonna feel so much better. So much better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and comment down below whether you go to public school or you are homeschooled. And also, if you guys have any questions or any more questions on homeschool, leave them down below. I also can answer some public school ones because I was in public school for about, I want to say, 7 years. So I have some pretty good experience. And also make sure to check out Liv's video in her channel down below. And I will catch you guys in the next hashtag back to school with no Olivia. So I will catch you guys in our next video. Bye!